Good morning. Hope everybody's well. I had a really lovely day. Whatever you've been doing, whatever you've got up to, hope you had a really nice time and made the most of the previous 24 hours or however long it is since you've last looked at one of these videos that I put up on YouTube. We had a bit of a sad event yesterday. My mother's cousin sadly passed away. He passed away from the COVID-19 virus. He's the first one in the family to have died from it. It's really sad. He was an absolutely beautiful bloke, a really nice guy. He was in his very early 70s, and he's gone, which is a really big, sobering thought for a lot of people. So I'm here to cheer you up and to cheer myself up really today. Nobody knows him, but his name was Harry, and he was a really lovely guy, as I say, a really nice chap. But we have to make the most of what we have today. So we've got to stay positive, we've got to keep our heads up, we've got to keep going, we've got to look for all the bright things like that sun that's shining right in my eyes at the moment. You know, I'm lucky, I'm here, I'm standing in front of you guys, and anybody who's watching this is doing exactly the same thing. You're lucky, we're here, and we've got to make the most of it, and we keep our heads high and we keep going forwards. Okay, right, time to start. Bring your feet together and bow. Okay, so we all know what that is. Bring your feet out. Shoulder width is a what? I've done it for a couple of days. It's a horse stance, all right? Now you'll notice what I'm doing here is I'm bending my knees slightly. If you've never seen these videos before, I keep saying, go back to number one, day one, and go through them, okay? You can speed through them, pick out the things that you like, pick out the things that you think are useful for you, all right? So this is a horse stance, all right? Now, yesterday, from this position, what I was doing is I was saying, oh, the day before, you know, we did a lion stance, and I'd missed something off because it was the day before that. It was actually, I wanted to do the last two stances. So the day before that, we did a bow stance. So yesterday we did the lion stance, or a recap on the lion stance. We did this, okay? Which, if you remember, just get your hips moving and then put a little bit of energy in your arms, and you'll start to lift these arms, will start to come up and naturally start to float up. But I thought that was the day before, without this sounding too confusing. It wasn't. The day before that was a bow stance, so I missed the review on the bow stance. So the bow stance is one of the easiest ones because it looks like what it's named after. So many ways of standing in Tai Chi don't look like what you're doing. All right, there's a little bit sort of ambiguous. But as soon as things are explained to you, you go, ah, now I get it. Now I can relate to certain things. So a bow stance, if you put your right leg forwards, you remember, what we were saying with the bow stance is from the back leg there through, you've actually got a line. So what you need to do is imagine that line from your heel or from your toes where they join, straight forwards, and you're going to step forwards and you're going to put your toes on that and your heel on that. So you should be around there. People looking there, hopefully, that's about right. Okay? And this is the actual bow stance. But we're going to put our arms into this. So we're going to grab hold of the bow, and we're going to pull the bowstring back. All right? Now there's a number of ways we can use our hands at the moment. You can have two unclenched fists like this. Right? So they're relaxed, very relaxed there. We can have two open palms, and again, relaxed. Don't have these like, you know, pulling and anything like that. Just relaxed there. Okay? We can have one where we bring the bow back and we grab hold of, yeah, put the strings back, grab hold of, and we use the finger as a sight to look straight over the top of there. Okay? Like that. This one's there. You could have that if you wanted as well. Most of the times I do this, I'll do that. there. Do this sort of movement. Okay, so that's your bow stance. You can do it on one side or the other side, so left side or right side. Whatever leg's forward, the same arm is forward. Okay, so if we change arms, change legs, sorry, there, 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 there. Okay, whatever leg is forward, the same hand is there. All right. We did the lion stance. That was the review from yesterday. So which was this. All right. And yesterday we did a T stance. Now the T stance is the only one that I can truly say to you, as I mentioned yesterday, I don't know why they call it a T stance, other than it looks like a T, a little T. Yeah. Stick, the little bit sticking out there. All right, and that's your feet. So if I face forwards, you bring one foot back halfway and lift your heel up there. So if I do that from the side, you bring one foot back halfway and lift your heel up and then nuzzle it in there. So it sits inside your instep there. And that's a T stance. Now, a T stance is often used for moving to something else. Often used to move towards something else. Okay? So you'll come up and it could be in to a T stance. It can be an eagle stance. A lot of times they use eagle stance. So they'll go from, be doing something over here, they'll come up, they'll touch the heel, and then wherever the foot's pointing is where you're going to go next. Okay? That's where you're going to go next. But you can use a T stance. When you come up to here, often T stance is here, and then you might want to step out to a horse stance. Alright? So a T stance tends to be that, and then out directly to the side. Can go forward. Right? An eagle stance goes to where your foot's pointing. So if that was my foot, it's pointing over there, that's where I'm going to go. The T stance will come up there, and often it comes up and then out and drops down. We all know what stance that is. It can be a bear stance, a horse stance, or a riding horse stance. Can be riding horse dropping down into a leopard stance. If you've been following these videos, you'll know exactly what a leopard stance is. Alright? So the new one for today, it's called a tiger stance. Now you're going to use the same footwork as what you used with the bow stance. Exactly the same footwork, right? So, again, as soon as you do this a few times, you won't even do this. I'm just doing this really just to show you accurately how it should be. So from there, right? So this would be your bow stance, yeah? This would be your bow stance position. But what you're going to do is you're going to turn slightly here. So you're going to turn slightly forwards. And you're going to move one hand round. Like that. Okay? So, front leg, hand furthest away, circle. And that circle's going in one direction. Alright? That's going like that. There. This can be big. This can be small. This can be literally this. So it's hardly moving at all. Imagine drawing round like a 1 penny or a 5 penny, or 2 pence or 10 pence. Small. There. Okay? Once you've got that, the back one does the same, but it goes in the opposite direction. So we've got one going like that. If I do this big, yeah, we've got this one going the opposite direction. All right. So you've got one coming in, and this one's going to go like that. There. So you've got that. Oops. I get this right one there. There. All right. You get your hands moving. So there. Now open your claws. Okay. So there. So your hands are relaxed. So you've got one hand coming in, one hand going the opposite direction. Takes a bit of practice. As you can see, I still have to think about it. All right. So one coming in. This. Put with hands. There. I'm bending, if you notice. Do it small. All right. It's called a tiger stance. And you're bending. And you crouch, you're going down, but you're not going down anywhere near the height of a leopard. Leopards are, they're classed as one of the big cats, but they're not really a big cat. About the size of a Labrador, that sort of thing. They're not a big sort of like, you know, big thing. A tiger does stand bigger, taller, but it does crouch. So. Forwards, bending knees. Alright? So that's your tiger stance. That adds on to the previous 16 stances that I've done. There's only maybe 3 or 4 to come. So I'm going to add those on as we go over the next few weeks. But today we're going to go straight into another warm-up. Usual things. I always say this. Keep it safe. Keep it silly. Alright? Be daft. Make sure that it's what you can do, somebody else can achieve it. If you're suddenly doing backflips and stuff like this and headstands and somebody else is not trained up to that, that's when people get hurt. They look at somebody and go, oh, I'll try that, and they try it and they want to go from 0 to 100 in a second. You've already been practicing how to get to 100 because you've been doing it for a long time. Just remember that others haven't, and some may try it, and if they do, they get injured, and it's not very nice. So keep it safe and silly, all right? So you can follow me if you want. Listen for when I shout change. When I shout change, if you're in a group, the next person is going to be the person who leads, and everybody else copies. So if you're in a big group now, nominate somebody, get that person, all right? That person's going to start, and then you're going to point to somebody else, and whoever's doing whatever, everybody copies, okay? So give me a couple of secs to get that thing down there, my speakers and some music going, and I'll be back with you in a few seconds, okay? Get ready.
Dinner is on.
Okay, I'm just going to walk on a spot.
Radio's playing.
Thankfully, it's a little bit frosty here today, so I'm not going to churn too much up. Although, not looking good. Change.
God's with his tongue. Greenhouse is busy. It's a pruning again. Everything's easy and makes
Change.
sense. I like it. I like it.
Change.
Sisters in bed. Mother is shouting to her. Pack up your dolls. Dinner is ready. Go
Change.
tell Dad. The whole house smells good. I look at the street, the scene's exactly the same. The windows are playing Sunday
Change.
songs. I like it. I like it.
Change.
Don't think I'm wrong. I'm singing songs, just watching Sundays on.
Change. 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 Change.
I like it. I like it.
Change.
I like it.
Very good. Okay, you can probably see the black here, which is slowly but surely me jumping around, and this is slowly turning to mud. But we will keep going. Right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through all of the first 8 movements. All right, so stand in your horse stance. Okay, so sit on the horse. 3 breaths in, 3 breaths out. You ready? Breathe in. And as you breathe out, relax. Breathe in. And breathe out and relax. Breathe in one last time. Breathe in. Relax the shoulders, relax the hands. Breathe out. Breathe in, lift the arms. And breathe out. Circle the arms round. Turn, breathe in. And breathe out. Opposite way, breathing in and breathe out. Step forwards, lift the arms up, breathing in. Sink back, step back, breathe out. Come back up, breathing in. And step back and breathe out. Pick up your right knee, breathe in. And breathe out. Pick up your left knee, breathing in. Breathing out. Take your wings out to the side, breathe in. Push. Opposite leg, lift up, breathe in. And push. Bring your hands, palms up. One over the top of the other. Sit on your horse, hold it down in front of your tummy. Okay, we'll do 3 breaths while we're here. Breathe in through the nose. And out. Breathing in. And breathe out. Breathe in one more time. And breathe out. Breathe in, lift the arms. And breathe out as you bring your arms back. Scoop up some water. Breathe in. And breathe out. Turn around, breathe in. And breathe out. One last time. Breathing in. And breathe out. Lift your arms up, bring them above your head, breathe in. And breathe out. Bring your feet together, hold the moon, and bow. Okay? Really relaxing, really good for you. Lots of air being breathed in, brought into these lungs. Your lungs are expanding on both sides and contracting. As you breathe in, you're breathing in air. That air has got oxygen. The very thing that keeps our bodies fit and healthy, amongst other things. There's a bit of nitrogen in what we're breathing in, a few other good things that we need. But basically speaking, the oxygen that comes into our bodies, around 16% of what we breathe. I was told a while back that scientists believe that the oxygen or the oxygenation of the world actually was around about 17% or more, going back not so many years, maybe 1,000, 2,000 years. And the oxygen level is slightly down from where it used to be. Now, if we need oxygen, and if our bodies are repaired and thrive in oxygen, the longer we can keep the oxygen inside our lungs, the more benefit this is going to give to you. All right? So if you breathe in shallow, you're going to be getting rid of this air too quickly. What I mean by shallow, I mean, right, it's too quick. You need to concentrate. Try to breathe in. If you can breathe in for 10 seconds, breathe in. All right? And then when you breathe out for 10 seconds. Okay? So breathing in for 10, slowly, slowly, slowly. All right? And then when you breathe out for 10. All right? So if you do that, your lungs are having a lot more time to take out the good stuff that you've just breathed in, which makes perfect sense, I'm sure. All right? So the slower we breathe, the longer the oxygen, or your body has, sorry, to take the oxygen out of the air and all the good stuff that comes in with it as well. All right? Breathing in fast. Somebody's stressed, they breathe fast. How can that be any good? So you need to breathe in slow, breathe out slow. And if you do that, not only will you find that your body has become resilient to many different viruses, and I stand before this phone at this moment in time with one of the worst viruses we've had on the face of this planet, certainly for the past 100 years, that sort of thing. We need to relax, chill, yeah? And the more you breathe in slowly, the more your lungs can do their wonderful job and bring that out, all the oxygen, all the good stuff out into your bloodstream, out into your bones, and you will feel more relaxed. That's the offshoot of it, is you feel more healthier, you feel more relaxed, more alive. It's a really good thing. Now, for the past 13 days, today's day 13, I have been coming down here and I've been doing these things in my garden and putting these out onto YouTube for people to watch. And I can seriously, honestly tell you that I feel fitter and healthier now than what I did then. And I'm just teaching, I'm just showing this. Yes, I do practice, but my practice has often been going round and going to see people, going round to groups, going round to schools and doing this professionally for years, into the mid-2000s, that sort of thing. You know, I think it was 2004, something like that. And I've been doing it. Now my practice is my teaching. So when I'm not teaching, I'm not practicing. Because I'm always practicing, I'm always learning from my teaching. So coming down here has really, really benefited me, and I can feel it. I feel more alive for things, you know. I feel a lot better for it. And if you guys are following this, please try and do just this little half-hour slot each day, and if you do it, believe me, you'll feel better. A few days down, you go, oh yeah, I feel great. All right? Remember what I say, oxygen. No pool will ever stagnate if it is well oxygenated. If this is your pool, it will not stagnate if it's well oxygenated. Yeah, lots of good oxygen in there. Right, so let us move on to the 6th movement. All right, so I've been saying for a while, take what you've just done, those 8 moves, one box over here. All right, one box. This next set of movements, and we're only going up to number 6 for the moment, this is a new set that we're doing over here. All right, so one box you've just done, loads of breathing, loads of beautiful serene movements. Yes, over here another set of moves. Right, so we know shut the door, grab the balloon, shut the door, go for a hug, shut the door, 2 hands, bang the nail, fly around the world, yeah? Yesterday, we actually did another set of moves, all right, which was the 5th movement, so we'll go through that again. And then the next set of moves, the 6th movements, all right, we will cover today. So I'm going to go sideways on like I always do so you can see what's happening. I'll do it in different directions. So everybody stand in a horse stance. Okay? Feel your feet in the floor. So breathe in and step back, and as your hand comes across your face, breathe out. Lift up your other arm and your other knee. Pull down and then there. So we have stepping back, turn, shut the door, lift up, grab the balloons, come down, shut the door. Okay? Drop your hand down, turn, take your weight over, turn, monkey stance. Step forward, go for a hug. Okay? Bring your hands back, push, shut the door, 2 hands. Drop, lift up your knee and okay. Now you can't see this on camera, but I'm going to slide my hand back to make the butterfly, okay? But when I come round, we'll be in the right direction. So there, butterfly, sweep leg round, spin, lift the butterfly up, fly around the world, come down. Step forward, pick the world up in your hands, put one of your butterflies back to the top of the world, step back, this was yesterday's movement, okay, so step back, turn, and as you do this, I want you to shut the door, and I want you to go either 1 and punch, 2 and punch, okay, or you can use your palms. So turn it over, shut the door, 1, 2. So it's either 1, 2, or 1, 2. All right? Now, from the 5th movement, what we're going to do now is we're going to imagine we've got a ball here. All right? So if we did it with open palms, which is more often than not what I do. There. All right? What we're going to do now is we're going to take our weight forwards and we're going to drop this back hand and we're going to put this ball on this knee. So we're going to pick the ball up on the knee like that. Alright? So you're going to go 1, 2. Bring your hands down, pick the ball up there. Alright? And then we're going to lift it up and we're going to pick it up off the knee and we're going to turn it over to there. Okay? So you see what we're doing? We're just turning this over. Alright? So let's try that again. Okay? So we're going to go forwards. So we're going to go from here up. Step back. Shut the door. Push. Push. Pick the ball up on your knee, bring it up, take it off to the side there, so it's took off your knee, bring it over to there, okay, to this position there. Alright? Now, one more thing. Bear in mind all of these things float into another, so you might have got, if you like, 99% of the actual movement is all here, but the last little bit actually joins into the next move, because remember all of this lot is all seamless, it all goes together. So the last part of this may go into the next move, and in this case it does. All right, so this actually goes into the 7th move. But to finish the 6th move, we have to go slightly into the 7th move, if that makes crazy sense to me as well as you. Alright, so we have shut the door, we have 1, or 1, tell you what, I'll do it palms and I'll do it fist. So 1, 2, then drop your hand down. Imagine you pick a ball up, you're going to balance it on this knee, alright? So balance it on the knee, there, take it out to the side, lift it up and over, place your foot back down into a horse stance, drop this bottom hand now, and then what you're going to do is you're going to turn this and you're going to kind of chop into the back of it. But when you do it, you're going to walk forwards, so full pace forwards. Alright, so you've gone there, so number 6, come round, pick the ball up, take it off your knee, over, there, and then step forward, remember, right in the back of there with this edge of your hand. Push, there. Okay, there. So if we do that again, pick the ball up, take it off the side, take it over, down, step forward, push. There. Okay, just there. This arm is level, shoulders, 45-degree angle, 45-degree angle. There. Okay, same with this, 45-degree angle on the inside here. All right. So I'll go from bang the nail, and then we'll move round, and that'll be your practice for today. Okay. So banging the nail, sweep round, butterfly up, fly around the world. Come down, pick up the world, put one hand to the top, step back, shut the door. I'll do it with fists this time. So 1, 2, bring it up, over, circle your hand back and push. Okay? I'll do it in 2 more directions for you. So we'll do it this way and I'll do it this way. Okay, so you bang the nail, yeah, butterfly, sweep the leg round, spin, lift up, fly around the world, come down, pick the world up, put one of your butterflies back to the top, turn it over, okay, shut the door, push, push, lift up the ball on your knee, take it out to the side, over, step back, push, okay, like that, push, okay, so, from this way, enjoy that? I certainly did. Right, we're going to change things, okay? That's numbers 1 to 6 on this box here. We did 8 moves here. You've gone and done 6 moves here, okay? We're going to leave that box for the moment. It will be added to, but we're going to leave this box, this chunk here. We'll leave it on one side, and then on the next one, which will be day 14. Now, as we stand at the moment, we're about to go into a weekend here. All right, so day 14 for me is going to be a Monday. If you guys are watching this from the future, hello from the future. All right, if you're watching it from the future, then it'll just be your day 14th, your 14th time. All right. So there's something what we're going to do. We're going to add something to this. I'm just going to go past the camera to grab hold of this, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do. Okay, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to show you what you're going to need. All right. So here we go. Give me literally 2 seconds. For Monday, if you can, right? If you have a broom handle kicking around, yeah, we're going to use one of these, all right? And I'm going to show you the very first spin on Monday. Maybe a few other things, more sort of different to what we've been doing. Okay, so if you can, and if it's safe, and if it's allowable, right, go down to your local sort of like shop. If they sort of sell broom handles, don't get a big thick one. Don't worry about the height of it. Don't get one taller than you. Get one nearly as tall, but don't get a thick heavy one, because believe me, your arms and hands are gonna wear this. All right, it will start to ache. And for practice, a nice sort of like light one is really good for practice. Okay, I'll explain more on the next lesson on day 14, but until then, okay, I will bow with the staff. So I will bring that in front of me and I will bow. And I'll wish you all a very, very happy day. Have a fantastic time. Stay positive. Keep your chin up. Look forwards. No point looking backwards, that's gone. Okay? Look forwards, because that is the way you're going. Alright? See you soon. Bye. I shall walk past the camera, waving sticks. Bye.